It might help if I actually turned my microphone on. Okay, welcome, lovely people. Today I'm obviously playing on my Xbox since we're over on Twitch to start. If everyone can let me know, anybody, let me know if you can hear me in the chat. I did just start my intro with my microphone turned off like a genius, you know? So hopefully the sound is all good now. I might just check the settings, make sure we don't have any of the in-game sound on. Yeah, the way that we need it. Beautiful, because we know that the sound gets a little bit sketchy when we're transferring across from Xbox, oh, rather, from Twitch to YouTube. Something in there messes up my sound sometimes. So, we're good. I told you I'd be less than 15 minutes. I feel like that was very quick. Was that very quick? That was pretty quick. Alright, we can see that my character... you know what's nice actually about Twitch? I don't have to do a whole bunch of settings because they're preset. So that works nicely. David said, hi, everyone. Hi, David. My mum said, g'day, dearies. Tiny Lilith said, hi. So hi, Tiny Lilith. Also, after the stream dropped, I saw your message on YouTube where you said, I wonder what it would be like if I and Constantine had a child because of all the yapping. That child would never shut up. Just be going on and on and on about everything, which, you know, I feel like even if it's just my child, that's pretty likely to happen. In fact, we have proof because my child does do that. With some things, sometimes she's quite quiet. I don't know. When I'm not streaming, this is how I am normally, but there's also times where I'm not talking, you know? When we're streaming and I'm interacting with people, obviously I'm going to talk, so that's probably, you know, quite telling about what my daughter's personality is a little bit like. David said, I will pass on my tummy and ear rubs to Jack and Marley. Oh, he's preemptively tummy rubbing. Very wise. David said, I just realized Twitch was muted, lol. Oh no, is the sound up, guys? Can you hear me? Please someone let me know if you can hear me. David said hi to Tiny Lilith, and my mom is saying hello to David. That's lovely. Guys, I'm gonna just put a text in to see if you guys can hear me, although I can see there's quite a large delay between what I see on my screen for gameplay and what I see happening on Twitch, so there's probably a little bit of a gap. Oh, David said it was just muted on my computer. Okay, so that means my sound is coming through, right? That's good. That's good. Oh, my mum said I can hear you. Beautiful. Thank you, guys. All right, so first things first, let's grab this reward we have been given. It is, of course, the Razer's Power Battery. I'm so looking forward to seeing what people do with this. I don't know if it's one I'm going to level anytime soon, but it's certainly one I can't level fast enough to showcase it the way that a lot of other YouTubers are going to be able to do. So just so everyone's aware, I probably won't be able to do that. But what we can do is do a buyout of this particular event, which is what I would like to do. So first things first, we're going to at least run the dailies so everyone is aware of what those look like as well. Then we will go through the rewards here. We will buy out the event. Is it called an event? It's just called Patrol, right? We will buy out the patrol, and we will play around with that ability, because it does look fun. So, let's head over to Kaznia City. We will do the 3 dailies for anyone who has not done them before. You will be able to see what they look like, especially if you're someone who hasn't played through the initial storyline. It's quite cumbersome to play through. I can understand, especially if you're a newer player, if it's not something you've addressed yet, and maybe don't want to because of how long it takes. But at least you'll know from watching this what the dailies look like once that's completed. It's much easier to play once that initial storyline is done. The main problem I have with it is that it's not unlockable on all your other characters. They expect you to play through that storyline with every single character, which for some people, not so big of a deal if you've got a few. I have a lot of characters, and I have a lot that I play well enough or often enough that I wanted that to be unlocked on them. On the bright side, every time you guys vote in a different character for me to play for a live stream with you guys, that character gets run through Kaznia if it hasn't been done already, just so that if we do the open world bosses and stuff, we can do it with my character being able to collect. So it forces me to play through it. I don't enjoy it, but we do it. Alright, so I will grab the bosses as well. But we will go and do the dailies out in open world. So they're kind of spread out a little bit. We've got Zatanna's one here. Oh, it looks like I have them already collected, probably from quite some time ago. But Zatanna has one here. Then there's one all the way up here, which is usually where I start, so that I go in like a nice long straight line. And you collect this mission specifically from Etrigan, who is chilling out over here, looking like he's about to tell us some really bad rhymes. I will go to the journal and highlight them so you guys can see which one we are currently doing. I think it's this one that's up at this end, isn't it? Demonic Influence. So this is the mission that you would collect from Etrigan. We're going to hunt and banish some demons. I will say, actually, over this side, if you're someone who's not big on the combative side of doing things, you can potentially do this instead, because you do get progression for ones that you unlock that are not going to transform into a demon. You'll get 5 each time, but some of them do transform. And then there is attacky things that are necessary. This is not something I really ever thought about until my mum started playing DC, that some people may not be interested in attacking too hard, which is very difficult to play this game without that. But my mum is managing to do it just fine. But yeah, just in case people are curious, you can do that if you so desire. I'm not that person. I'm going to go and attack things. So let's go do that. Oh, also you can potentially sneak in and grab these guys without attacking and then sneak out if you prefer as well. Can make you move a little bit faster because they do get you quite a lot of progression.
That was bad enough, but now we got to kill demons.
Tiny Lilith said, well, sometimes every person that talks all the time need a break from talking. Yes, this is true. I'm really good at it though. I can basically fill the air with noise if I want to anytime. I come up with topics really easily to discuss. It's my default setting, apparently. But yeah, I have had a few people have comments or ask me. So the comments would be something like, if you really are like this in person or in real life, or people will ask, is this really your personality? And it is. Talk to like friends, family, just having a chat. I think it's one of the reasons that people for some reason feel the need to approach me inside of like shopping centers and things and ask me if I know where things are, is because I'm quite chatty and approachable. And also I have been a retail manager most of my working life, so I think people get a vibe from me and assume that I work there, even when I'm like literally going through a store pushing a trolley when I was younger with my daughter in it. I got asked questions as though I worked there. Excuse me, do you know where this is, or can you let me know when this is happening in your store? And I'm like, I'm shopping. I don't know. It's kind of funny. All right, but yeah, I think that does happen to a lot of people who work in retail, is we have an aura about us that makes people think that we're going to know the answer to anything inside of a retail setting. It's very weird. Cool, but weird. All right, then, calm, distress spirits. No, this is the one. Aid and rescue citizens of Casnia. So we're going to head over here. Pretty sure this is the one that we do as Zatanna's mission for us, which is just over here on the left. Oh, apparently there's 2 locations for it now. You can see there's another arrow going that way. I have no idea what's over that way, but we're going here because this is where I normally do it. Beautiful. I do feel like this being the being the episode we have to replay for this particular campaign, maybe I will stream going through the Casnia main storyline again, having played it already and not being quite as upset about it, maybe. And also, I wouldn't mind revisiting my thoughts on Voivode early on, because honestly, I found her really off-putting and kind of annoying at the very start. I didn't like anything about her, and I'm really curious to see how exactly I got from that to at this point where I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't mind having Voivode as an ally. How did this happen to me? I don't know. But can you imagine having an ally of Voivode whose ability is to come out, run around your enemies yelling about how they're alive, and then they get, like, knocked down or something? I would do it for the lols. It wouldn't even have to be strong. It would just have to be funny, and I would use it. So, I don't know. Oh, my mum said her console has updated DC, and she's there near the tree. Yay! I'm gonna go back there after I've done the daily, so that's perfect. Thank you, Mum. I wasn't sure if her console was going to have DC updated in time to join me, but it looks like she can, which is lovely. I think it's really fun that I get to play with my mum. Honestly, my mum and I, ever since I've been an adult, actually, I grew up very quickly, okay? So, even as something that's still legally considered a child, I kind of behaved a little bit more adulty. I think it's something that comes along with being the oldest child in the family as well. You grow up a little bit faster, usually. But, my mum and I are more like best friends than we are like mother and daughter. So, I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but I think the way that our relationship is and the way we interact is more like best buds, which I really like. I love that. It just works nice, especially because my mom and I were going to be together for a very long time, so works out nice. Let's head over to this location. Hang on, we should go here first. So, let's grab this just in case we do this mission.
Is it so much to ask for a quiet graveyard?
It's all already collected ready. But, I mean, that's only if we see someone shout that they need help on those. We will get those done. Hello, Solomon. Oh, I went too far this way. Now, I'm going down here because this is where you normally collect the other mission. You would speak to Deadman right here. He would give you the next mission that you need to complete out here.
Are you here to deal with Solomon?
This is Solomon Grundy's mission. Grabbing it in case. Oh my goodness. That is one hell of a style, just saying. But Deadman is where you would grab the next mission. Oh, and I'll highlight it in the journal so you can see it's at this location as well. Followers of Faust, this one here. So you can see this is the red zone for it too. So that is normally where you'd collect. I also recommend if you can find like the bigger groups, they are much faster to get your progression. So these, where you've got the nice circle, you can get your progression done faster with these ones just because they count for quite a bit more than the others. So if you can do these rather than the smaller groups, it's just a little bit. No, they are not. My efforts are never wasted. There we go. What are we? 26, and I've only done one so far. So, you know, that works out nicely. Especially when you have to reach 100. Superman said, haha, I found you on Twitch. Hello, Superman! Welcome to Twitch! I don't think I've ever seen you here. That makes sense, though, because, you know, Xboxians are the ones who typically watch me on Twitch, and then people who have come across from my YouTube channel a little bit, too. He said, hello, everyone. Hello to David. And David said hello back. That's lovely. Or rather, it's in the reverse. I think David said hello first, and then Superman replied. Just in case you were wondering, Superman, even star is David. So this one you'll see will not give me as much progression when I knock them all out. I think they cost 1 each. So it's a 5 there. Oh, actually, that was higher than I expected it to be. Very, very hard to get me into a bad mood. Very, very hard to make me angry or upset. I'm a very peaceful. Most people are quite comfortable around me, I think, which is nice. It's very, very nice. Superman said, I'm leveling retail. Oh, leaving retail after 4 to 5 years. Oh, really? Do you get the same thing? Do you have the same thing where... Did we get our daily progression? Hang on, let me check this first. Event tab, we did all 3 of the dailies, did we not? Oh, we did get the progression, I just did not see it come up on the screen. Okay, I must have missed it, either that or it didn't come up and and it's glitching for some reason. But we did get the daily progressions, so you can do the 3 daily missions and get that done. Also, I just realized I'm in like a style that I was experimenting with earlier, and it's not my main style at all. I must have forgotten to switch it. Let's go back to the House of Legends. And we can see my mum's cute little angel. Yeah, do you get the same thing, Superman, where when you're in a retail setting but you're shopping, you're a customer rather than staff, people assume you work there or will ask you questions because you have like a I work in retail aura around you that no one can see, that you can't see, but everybody else can see. Right? It happens to me quite frequently. Even now, I don't work in retail now. I don't, but it still happens. People assume that I work there. When I'm shopping with my child. At the time that I'm thinking of, like the one time where it was happening a lot, my child was so small she was in the trolley. You know? I'm just saying. Friends. Invisimum. I still have to fix the settings on this thing, don't I? Because it says she's offline. I think it still says I'm offline too. Phase width. There we go. Hello, Abby Sue sent an emoji. Superman said, I had it rarely. Yeah, it happened to me a few times. Lol. See? It happens. People just assume that we work there and we know everything. But yeah, it happened to me quite a bit. Now that my daughter is like older and can walk next to me and stuff, it's not so shocking that it happens. But when I have like a bubby inside of a trolley and my trolley is full of things I'm clearly buying, that was weird. Superman said, is my name taken on Xbox server? Just curious. Not getting Xbox. Just curious. All right, let's try and add him. Friend, add new player. We're going to add Superman double N and see if someone has your name. It would be so funny. If it was free, then you're going to be tempted, right? Tempted. All right, let's try. Superman has been added to your friends list. Oh, somebody has your name. Oh, no. I'm going to remove them as a friend because otherwise I'm going to message them like I think they're you. And I'm just going confuse myself. So unless this person reaches out and talks to me, let's not confuse me further by adding a non-Superman here. This one. Remove friend. Okay. That whole sent him a message. They'll be like, who are you? That would not go down great. All right, we have played through the daily. Let's do the buyout. So this is the thing I really want to have a look at. So for anyone who was not over on my YouTube stream, I will just briefly go through this. We have the campaign that has started on DC, where you play 4 separate patrols that you can see listed here. The first one is currently active. In order to progress through to be able to get access to the rewards that are down in this bottom bar here, the rewards that you can get for the progression is chromatic toon shaded material. If you want to have a look at it, we did showcase it in the live stream on my channel that we did earlier. The first of the 2 that are for this campaign, Superman, who is in the chat with us right now, put it up on his character so that we could have a look at a version of toon shaded, which is the Hope version for Superman. This one is going to be one that has colorable swatches. So it reads, transform your look with the chromatic toon shaded material. This fully customizable material features 3 adjustable channels controlled by your color palette. So this one is much nicer than the ones they've given us previously because you can adjust all 3 of the swatches, which is very nice. We have, as per last year, the Wolf Pack token, the Ally Legion tribute, which is something that we did get last year, but they added partway through the campaign. Not my favorite thing for them to do. We have the rank 150 artifact pack, and we have the level 7 ally pack. Wouldn't recommend getting either of these while you've got the Wolf Pack and the Legion as available choices, just because I don't see them as similar in value. We also have the 2 iconic abilities that they've given us. So one of them is the Bat Swarm that you can currently get from a completed 12-piece collection from the Absolute Dark Knight capsules. And then we have the Wonder Woman version, which is the Nemesis Lasso iconic ability, also a 12-piece collection, but from the Absolute Amazon capsule. This one is not a supercharge. The Bat Swarm one is. If you were going to get one of these, I would recommend Bat Swarm over Nemesis Lasso, but that's just because I like the strength of it. It's certainly not something you have to get, and frankly, if you are getting something from this particular campaign, I highly recommend particularly the Wolfpack token, but also the Legion tribute. And this, if it ends up being something that people like the bright color is really nice, the colorable swatches are really nice, it might be something people are interested in. I don't know how I feel about it because I don't like the way that it looks on very pale colors, and particularly on yellow, because it looks muddy and a little bit dirty to me. But that being said, we also... Oh, wrong button! We also have the patrol that we're doing right now. So this is the first section that you can complete in order to get your progression for those 4. This one says, there's a string of mysterious murders linked to supernatural activities. Team up with occult detective John Constantine, who is also a yapper, just like me, to uncover the truth that sleeps within Casnia City. So this is what we're going to buy out. You can just do your daily progress with any of the missions over on the right-hand side so that you are able to get all your 20 days done. You do have 27 days in which to do it, so you can skip days if needed, or if you miss some, don't get too panicked. You have enough days, hopefully, to get the whole thing done. I wouldn't recommend buying out any of these if you don't have to. None of them seem actually worth it for me for you to put money into the game. The only reason I do it is so that I can show it to you guys and you can decide whether you want to play through to get it for yourselves. So let's buy this out. We are going to be receiving an Exobyte Steel iconic ability, the main thing we want to look at. We're getting 40 Flawless Nth Metal, very handy, 30,000 of the Ally Favor. We're getting 150 Stabilizer Fragments, which is 10 stabilizers, I believe. We're getting 40 Mogo Sprout currency. We're getting 40 Source Mark currency, and we are getting a skill point token. Skill point token can be redeemed on all your characters, as can the new iconic ability. Everything else is one character gets it. So be careful where you collect it if you want it on a specific character. Some of them won't matter. For example, the Ally Favor is something that's a count, so you will get that on all of your characters having access to the same pool of Ally Favor. Let's buy it out. Here we go. Oh, and I get a discount because I just played through some. Yay! All right, purchase down the bottom. Thank you. It's doing the full day progression. You can see the bar going across. That's a little weird. Yay! Completed! Let's reclaim. Oh, it may have actually gone through already. I think it drops on my character immediately. Yeah, so I accidentally grabbed 2 of the ability that I don't need. Let's collect everything. Let's put it in, and then we're going to go across to Bottled, because that's my favorite location to kind of test these things out. Just because of the amount of enemies we have there, and the way that it interacts with the enemies is really nice too. So let's go in and read everything about it first. Iconic power. Oh, look, it scrolls now, guys. It scrolls. Let's unlock it and read. All right, it says we have a range of 25 meters. It is a superpower modifier of 54, a total enhancement cap of 3. Active time is 2 seconds, which is not small when it comes to doing damage. It says fires a damaging beam at the target. The beam gives you up to 3 enhancements based on the power interactions on that target. Duplicate enhancements increases the enhancement. I can't speak. Duplicate enhancements increases the enhancement's effects. Don't scroll too fast. So there's 3 different ways it functions dependent on the power set that you use. So it can do Exobyte Spike, which is for dazed, frostbitten, poisoned, or polarized. It can do Exobyte Explosion, which is if you've got bad karma, burning, plasma burned, purified, or graviton charged. And then it's got Exobyte Surge for electrified, terrified, crushed, or destabilized. It has a breakdown of each one. So if you are doing Exobyte Spike, it says for the duration, attacks spark an Exobyte Spike on the target, further damaging them. For Exobyte Explosion, it says for the duration, attacks spark an Exobyte Explosion on the target that damages all enemies within its radius. And then for Exobyte Surge, it says for the duration, your stats are increased. And you can see the stat list there as well for what increase you're going to get. So it's an interesting one. I am playing on a fire with damage, so it's going to be burned for me. Look at the Supergirl. She's so pretty. She got a sparkly skirt, or shiny skirt. Hi. I don't know if I know you, but hi. Does she have pointed ears? She does. She has pointed ears on a Supergirl. I wonder if she has a backstory. She probably has a backstory. Is this any of your character, guys? I'm very curious. But she looks so nice. If it's yours, she looks great. Interesting with the red kryptonite crystals as well. Oh, Ray said it's me. Hey, he said, hey, I see Shadow. You look great. Who is Ray? Do I know you? Do you have a different name on YouTube? Your character looks so cool, just saying. Very, very nice. I love the glow. Are you using bleed? I think you're using bleed. Yeah, bleed on the skirt and the boots and I believe the belt as well. Why does she have pointed ears? I'm so curious. All right. Let's chuck the loadout in and then I'll go through and make sure I haven't missed things in the chat. I probably have. Where would I put this? I'm going to chuck it in my heat vision slot and we'll see how it looks. Oh, wow. Now you are a white lantern. Oh, so pretty. The white lanterns always look so good, don't they? So glowy. It's like the opposite of how I look. Always. David said, getting back to work. We'll mute the stream. Everyone take care and have a great rest of the day. Oh, thank you for popping in. That's lovely. Angel, Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler said, hey girl, I'm here, lol. Hello, Nightcrawler. There are too many names for you. I'm doing my best to remember them all. I'm hoping I'm good. Superman. Oh, Superman was talking to David. My mum said, I hope you get everything done quickly and easily, David. Yes, so do I. Freddie said, hi, Shadow Lady. It's me, Static Shadow. Hello and welcome. David, was talking to my mum. Abby Sue, everyone's being so lovely to David. Bye. Have a great day. You guys are such lovely people in my chat, always. Ray said, my Supergirl. I know, I see that that's your Supergirl. She looks so great. I really love the use of the bleed material on her. She looked really, really good. And also being surrounded now by white characters. Oh, there's someone else. Everybody's white. There's just glowy white lantern-y things going on over here, apparently. Look at you. Enchanting create a piece. So pretty and glowy. Aww. Why is this happening? Everybody is like the opposite of my character right now. Alright, so I wonder if we can activate this ability with no enemies around and see what it looks like at the very least. Let's do that. Oh, it is a nice red beam. It looks like something that would match Rage really well, doesn't it? It kind of does. Alright, let's head over to Bottled Guy. Oh wait, no, we should get a picture. Thumbnail picture, let's do that. Turn off the UI. Then we'll go. I don't know if this person off to the right-hand side realizes they're on a stream or not. But yeah, I'm going to get a picture with everybody who's here so we can have a nice picture for the thumbnail. Because I can't help. She does. because I'm the only one who's not white lanterning. No, this one is the take a picture button. There we go. Oh, you look so nice. It's really nice to see people using that aura. It's really beautiful. Clumsy Panda gave me a wave. Is this your character, Clumsy Panda? I don't know. But thank you for the wave. I'm gonna get it when my mum's wings are out. There we go. I gotta take a couple because unlike my PlayStation, on Xbox, there's a slight delay between when I press the button and when the image actually gets taken. So I want to make sure I do that. All right, let's put our UI back on and we're gonna head over to Bottled. So let's warp, and then we're going to test out this ability on some enemies. I'll bring up the information on the right hand side so you guys can see as well what the combat actually looks like. I'm not one of those people who goes too in depth. We need to go to the teleporter. Too in depth with all of the information that we get there, because I know that there are a lot of interactions between new iconic abilities, artifacts, all of that sort of stuff, and there's a lot of YouTubers who understand it better than I do, and so they present it really well on their channel. But I want to see if it's fun to play. I want to see if it's something that I like the look of, if it's easy. I want to see what the cooldown feels like with the rest of my loadouts, that sort of thing. So that's what I'm gonna do. Clumsy Panda said, Enchanting Creator is me. Hey, you looked great. You're going on my thumbnail now. All of you. Oh, I just knocked my microphone again. I do that quite a bit. I talk with my hands. You can ask my mum. I definitely do. And every now and then I knock something. Usually something on me though, like not a mug of drink or food or anything like that, like my collar, my shirt, my backpack, something like that. It's a long load screen. It's also, I know I say it every time, but every time I come over here, it's so quiet on the Xbox because I have to have the sound off so it doesn't mess up.
Wishes to imprison sentient beings. We must free them.
When I do upload it to YouTube, I'm going to shut up when I do the NPCs, but I'm going to collect all the missions because I might accidentally complete one, you know?
Don't give Brainiac a single place to hide. Take down his fortifications, pronto.
The spoils of victory will be ours.
Yay! I love spoils of victory. Do I?
Washington, D.C. is relying on us.
I can understand them relying on me. I'm pretty darn awesome. And very humble. Very humble.
We're gonna wreck Brainiac's first line of defense.
Alright, let's go see how it feels. Where's my fun group of ads? Usually the ads over here are the ones that like will conglomerate all together. Hopefully they all load. Come on! Come on, little fellas! I really want to see what it does. I'm pretty sure, actually, we should have a look specifically at for my character. Hang on. This is probably an unwise decision because I already activated all of the enemies, but I just want to read specifically for me, which is burning. So it's going to do Exobyte explosion. So that's the one that has a bit of an AoE going on. For the duration, attack sparks an Exobyte explosion on the target that damages all enemies within its radius. So that is fun. Let's do that. Boo! How did it go? Do we see an explosion? Oh, it explodes from me. It explodes from me. I have to get close. Okay, okay. I was expecting it to explode out from the enemy that I hit. But it explodes out from my character. Okay, okay. We can do that. We can do that. I'm very curious to see what this is like on other people's characters or other builds, because obviously it functions differently depending on what power set you're using. Alright, it takes a very long time to come back. Look at that. I don't know how usable it's going to be for me with that timer. And yeah, it's not like an artifact one where it's okay, I'll level it up and the timer will get less. No, this is it for it. Ooh, that's annoying. That's annoyingly slow. Alright. Put this shield up because that one's going to give me a bit of health when it comes back. Hopefully I can get my bottle, my what is it, soda pop back?
Damage sustained.
There we go. And then we can draw in a couple of these guys. Come on! Come on, little fellas! Alright, let's attack you.
Damage.
Let's cast it. Alright, then from my character it explodes, right? No?
Critical damage.
Did it happen quickly? Guys, I'm not seeing it. I'm a little confused. Let me reread it. Let's go back in. Loadouts. Because I saw it explode out from my character after the first shot that I did, but I'm not seeing it the second time. So the first part is, fires a damaging beam at the target. The beam gives you up to 3 enhancements based on the power interactions on that target. So up to 3, does that mean it could include 0? The first time it did all 3 as far as I could tell. Duplicate enhancements increase the enhancement's effects. So for me, for the duration, attacks spark an exobyte explosion on the target that damages all enemies within its radius. See, I thought that because it says spark an exobyte explosion on the target, that meant that the target that I hit would be the one to do the explosions around them. But it appeared to be my character, not the target enemy. So maybe I'm misunderstanding the way that it's meant to function. But let's go again and have a look at what it does to my character. I do wonder if I need to do something first in order to get that enhancement up to potentially level 3 because of power interactions. So we're going to do this.
Systems failing.
Couple of castings. There we go. And then hit it.
Status.
What do we see? Nothing. Nothing from my character. I didn't see anything on the enemy either. I mean, the beam does okay damage that I can see there. Let's swap it over to this so you guys can watch the combat information come up as we play as well. But honestly, it's a little less impressive than I was expecting it to look. Come here, little suckers! I'm going to keep attacking so that I can get my power up and see if that impacts it at all. But yeah, I don't think it's that impressive, to be honest. I was really excited to play it, but it doesn't seem very, very strong. Maybe we should go and try it against a boss as well, see if that makes any kind of difference. Tiny Lilith said, so does that mean if someone holds your hands still, you will stop talking? That's your weakness. Oh, my mum literally has made that joke. Yep. The first time she did it too, I think she's actually done it. I think it was her who like grabbed my hands and put them down like on my lap and gave me a look. And I was like, what are you doing? Because I didn't get it. And then I realized it was so funny. I'm pretty sure it was my mum who did that. If it wasn't my mum, she has made a very similar joke though. So yes, that's exactly what it means. Come here, little boys. Come on. All right, we're casting again. Let's go.
Alert.
The beam looks strong. I don't see explosions out. I do see a lot of burning going on. Nothing exploded out from my character. I don't know. This is less impressive than I was expecting it to be. Like, it's good. It's working. It does do damage output. But the extra things that it does don't seem to be as impactful as I expected. It's potentially my own fault. I could be misunderstanding the way that it functions based on what's listed there. I'm going to reread to see if I've got it right in my head. But this is why I'm really glad of YouTubers who understand all of these interactions better than I do, because they give me a much more comprehensive example of what it's meant to do. So it's definitely exobyte explosion that we're supposed to get, so that's fine. For the duration, attack spark an exobyte explosion on the target that damages all enemies within its radius. And as far as I know, and then causes burning. So does this mean that the fire we are seeing is the actual thing that's meant to be caused? And we do see that more than one of the ads or NPCs is getting hit with the fire. So I hit one, and then ones that are in the vicinity of that enemy have been receiving that also. But the very first time we cast it, my character was surrounded by like a yellowy light that permeated from her, and as far as I remember, happened 3 times in a row. I thought potentially that was the effect it was talking about. Maybe I am mistaken? I'm not sure. If you guys understand it better than me, let me know, but we'll try it again. Superman said, if you have the Superman ally, I can be with you, Shadow, in spirit, even though I don't have Xbox. Do I have the Superman ally? I should, because this is generally a tank build, so that means that Superman is one of the ones I level up for my passives for tanks, so I should have Superman. Wait, where are you? There he is! Oh, whoa. Hey! He's with me in spirit now. Look at that! Thank you for joining me, Superman. Ray said, very cute, your all characters are. They are pretty cute. My mom's character, I think, is very cute because of how tiny she is. Nightcrawler, I went to call you Angel again. Nightcrawler said, give me about an hour. I have to run to the store, buy an Xbox, download DC, then I'm ready. Lol. He said... Oh, Mum, I do apologize. How are you and everyone? Oh, don't worry. Don't stress. If you haven't been able to respond to something, we understand. When we live stream, people are popping in and out. It's perfectly fine. My mum said, why are you apologizing? Exactly. That was hilarious. I think he's apologizing for not responding to you saying hello sooner. My mum says hello to everybody. Almost everybody. And, yeah, she understands just like I understand. It's a live stream. If you have life going on, you have me muted. If you're popping in, you're popping out. It's perfectly fine, guys. Live your life. You're all good. But, yeah, if anyone has insight into this ability, Let me know, because I'm not really understanding it. You can see he has a red aura around him. He's burning. The other enemies burn when they get close to him. I'm guessing that's what's meant to happen there, which I do quite like it. I do quite like it. That seems to be working nicely. But I saw a yellow aura like permeate from my character and radiate out from her 3 times in a row, and I'm wondering how I activated that or what the cause was, because I'm clearly not understanding that here. There must be something, I'm not sure. Over on the left here, I want to have a look at the damage we got for it. What do we got? 19,000, 2,000 healing, 2,000 on my power on that one. Can I scroll up? I can. This is what I activated listed. So where is it listed? Snuff out. It doesn't scroll back up. It's kind of jammed. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Brainiac Workers, Knockout Brainiac Worker, Penetrating Gaze. This is not the ability. It must be up higher. I don't know where it is. What is it called? I'm going to have to watch it for this one. Let's bring it back up again. Oh, wrong menu, Laura. Wrong menu. I'm a little unimpressed. I don't hate it. But I was expecting the explosions to look better. It's called Exobyte Steel. So, on the left, do you guys see my Exobyte Steel ability listed? Oh. Well, now we're just getting attacked. Let's just utilize it. Okay. Boom! He got knocked out in 1 hit. Oh, but he still managed to burn the others. Well, that's not too bad. I'm okay with that. That worked out nicely, actually. I think I'm getting better. I think I'm liking it more and more. It doesn't help that my artifact pet keeps coming out, so I'm trying to read the text, but it keeps scrolling. Hang on, let's knock those 2 out and move away so we can scroll through the text on the left-hand side there for the stats. Hang on. My Void Gazer really do be helping me out a lot with this. Alright. Flamethrower, where's what I cast? Because I only cast that one, didn't I? And then everything hit the fan. Man, scrolling through this. I wish I was on PC and I could expand this into the, like, nice long information that we're able to see as a big list. I don't know how to do that on here. There, Exobyte Steel, critically damaged Brainiac Worker for 83,000. Then we had Void Gazer get his little paws on it. Void Gazer. I feel like my Void Gazer is doing the majority of the work. Let's pull out my artifact so we don't have him summoned. But it does look like the damage is good. I couldn't see a listing for what extra damage is done in regards to what it does to the other Brainiac Workers after it's been activated. So I'm not sure about that. Hang on. Backdraft, Whirling Dervish. You can see what I normally play, can't you? Alright, we're going to go again without my Void Gazer so that hopefully we can see. And this is without any build-up. Just do the beam. Okay, beam. It's taken damage. It exploded out yellow. Did you see? And I don't see burning this time on them, though. But that's because I think that I didn't cast anything else beforehand. So the power interactions are low.
Status critical.
Right? Let's knock them out. And then have a look at just the single hit for it. Where are you? Energy strike, no. Guys, there's so much information I can't find the right place to scroll up to. Whirling Dervish, knocked out Brainiac Worker. It was before all of that. Backdraft. Here is where they started to attack me. Oh, hang on. Damage that I did. More damage occurred after? I think that's a good sign, right? So Shadow, Exobyte Steel, damaged for... This was 41,000. So it clearly does do more impactful damage if I have done other attacks preceding, which is good to know. And then this damage afterwards, I don't understand what this bar is exactly. Does that mean that there was more that occurred passively from what I originally cast? Or is this just a breakdown of information that there is also in red? I don't know. But I will say, I kind of like it. It's not, it doesn't, there's the yellow, right? Look! What is that? Is that the enemies attacking me? Ah, it's a melee attack of the Brainiac Workers. Okay. Okay, this is how silly I was. The Brainiac workers, the yellow thing that permeates from my character, that is damage that's occurring to me from these little dudes. So that's not it. What occurs is the burn that happens to the other enemies around. So let's pull some more in and do a couple of power interactions, because if we do that, then this is more effective, I believe. Let's cast it. Boom! And then we should see burning occur on the enemies around, right? Or not. I don't know. Guys, am I misunderstanding it? Mind you, if the one that I cast it on got knocked out, that would explain why we don't see any of the burning. I'm not sure. But honestly, I think I quite like it. I just have to get used to how it functions, I believe. Because I think the area of confusion here is mine. That I am doing something that's not making it work correctly or not letting me know what happens properly. Let's go back up and find it again. Snuff out, that's definitely after. I'm so sorry it takes me so long to scroll back through, guys. There's just too much information, I don't know which part is the part that I need. Because we only cast it once. There, Exobyte Steel, 74. Okay, yeah. So we can see that the damage that it does is definitely increased by how much I do beforehand. I know there is a cap, because it lets us know that there is a cap from what's written. But it's effective. It is something that you don't want to cast first. You want to cast a couple of things before you hit that one. Okay, I've got the hang of it, I think. I don't mind it. I do wish it looked cooler. Once you've done the beam, I wish that the, way that it permeated other things and did the explosion was much more visually appealing. But that's, a very small complaint. The fact that it's so effective is really nice. I do quite like it. I don't know if it's going to work well in my rotation, because I think you guys have seen, I do a very fast rotation of loadouts. And I don't really see that one as being something that's good to replace what I currently have in here. But on other characters, potentially it would be much, much more fun to play. Superman said, I'm going to take off going to the gym. No problem. Hope everyone has fun and enjoys the live. I'll see you again later. Much love. Thank you, Superman. Have a good time at the gym. My mum said to Ray Sean, clever name. I like it. What was the clever name? I've missed something, haven't I? I have. Oh, it's scrolled. I'm so sorry. Ray said, I call myself Ray Simmer because I play Sims. I was young way back, but I still play The Sims. I also still play The Sims. The Sims is a perfectly reasonable game to still play. It's fun. I'm still technically in combat just because I'm standing out here. I guess I must be. My health bar won't go up and I'm still red on my little flame symbol. Yeah, but I think that's fair enough. I mean, the reason my account is called That Girl from AU is because, one, I think it's a little bit funny, because then when people are trying to remember my channel, they're like, that girl. I should have called it That Girl with the Laugh. I just didn't expect that my laugh to be so often. But yeah, I thought that it would be funny when people were like, that girl, and they would remember That Girl from AU. I found it funny. But yeah, a lot of people name themselves their game name, so as in their console name, or their character names based on what they play or what they like at the time, and then you're stuck with that for life. I mean, Shattered Shadow I named a very, very long time ago. I've used that name on multiple characters on multiple games. And I still love it, though, so that's good, at least. Abby Sue! Hi, Abby Sue said, g'day to my mum, which is lovely, and use the correct colour of heart, which is purple. Ray said, so far Sims 4 is the best on console that I play lots time. Yeah, I really enjoy it too. I haven't played it in a little while, and I am behind on some of the packs because it does cost. But I really, really love building houses. I find it really, really fun, kind of relaxing, but I'm a little particular as well, so it can take me a while. Don't think it would be a good one to live stream me making a house, but I could speed it up to 5 times the speed, and then it would be fine. Ray said, I am an artist. Oh, that's wonderful. I build houses, create nice Sims, and I build more is mansions. That's awesome. I've seen some beautiful mansion builds. I'm a little bit, I don't know what the word would be, symmetrical maybe, or too neat and tidy with a lot of the things that I do. And I've watched a lot of people build mansions and have a lot of creativity with the way they clip pieces, so there's a lot of angles going on that I'm not very proficient at. It's something I wouldn't mind improving, which is funny to say, right? I want to get better at building sim houses. But but it's fun. It's really, really fun, and some people are so good at it and very creative. Mine always look very square, for want of a better way to say it. I'm pretty good at interior design on them, but the actual layout of the property, I'm one of those people who hates wasted space. So when I go into an actual real life property and I see a massive open ceiling to the second floor, I'm like, why? You could put floor there and then store things or put a room. That's the kind of person I am. So it's hard for me to get used to some things that people do purely for aesthetic reasons. So it's something I have to get used to. My mum said, Ray Sean, my other daughter, made Sims that looked like our family. Yes, she did. They were amazingly accurate and then deleted them hours/days of work gone. My sister builds things absolutely beautifully. When she creates characters, she is very specific and very accurate. And if she doesn't like what she's done once, it reaches in-game, because when you're in character creation and then when you're in-game, it looks different. She is not wrong about that. She will delete the characters and start again. And she so did. She created our entire family and made them look so accurate. It was beautiful. And then she deleted them. And now they are gone. So I don't know. Ray said, also, my mum and my aunt, they play the Sims game on PC. That's fantastic. Isn't it nice when your family plays with you? You know, just saying. All right, I'm going to go over to the boss. We're going to cast this against the boss after a couple of power interactions, see how long I can survive to do it, because I want to see if there's any difference there to the stats that we can see when we are hitting something that's quite a bit bigger, and whether or not the power interactions that potentially impact it are something that I can mess with. Actually, we should do it on Frozen, shouldn't we? We'll go to Frozen so that I can stay alive longer, potentially cast it a couple of times, because there's probably going to be other players out there. Oh, yeah. We're in combat basically entirely in this open world, and my game is frozen. There we go. It's so frustrating when there's an entire open world that is technically combat. Especially when you get stuck under the ground and you can't warp. You have to log out and log back in, because apparently you're in combat. And look, I got a mission completed. Yay!
You're a beast out there. Where'd you get those moves?
I mean, I know it's a compliment, but I don't really want to be called a beast. The only person we're calling a beast here is Man Beast, and he's not here today. So let's go to Frozen and do it on a boss that people are actually attacking. We'll go to Vice. My mum said I haven't played The Sims myself, but have watched others playing, including GamerXAndy. Yes, on YouTube. Looks like fun. Yeah, GamerXAndy has just recently been doing The Sims. He's really good at building. Currently he's editing out a mansion that is already in there, because there's apparently a pack to do with something like medieval things, and I'm so curious about that. That's so exciting. But and you can do like a Sword in the Stone narrative and things like that. I'm not big on the narrative side of that, but I really, really love the buildings and stuff. So he's currently gutting one of those and building it the way that he wants for his characters. I think that's so fun. So I'm interested. It's good. GamerXAndy is lovely. He's such a sweetheart. The first time we did a stream together, he gave me like a whole bunch of older capsules that I've never had access to because I started the game only 6 years ago. So now I have like a whole bunch that I could potentially open. I have in fact done some with you guys in videos so that you guys could see the rewards. It was great. It was so kind. He's such a sweetie. Ray said I can share my Sims and houses on gallery. My username is Sean44. I do know people do this. I don't know how to do that. I need to learn, I think. All right, let's see if we've got a nice full phase, and if we don't, we will just start attacking and see how we go. But there's less likelihood of me surviving. Oh, I just went into an empty phase instead of a full. That was silly. That was silly. I don't know. I'm having a day. I'm used to going into an empty phase to do the dailies, so I'm not getting in anyone else's way. And then I forget that I need to be in a full phase for the bosses, of course. If no one turns up over at Vice, I might go and see if they are at the Red Lantern Escape, which is possible. Yeah, there's only 2 other people over here that I see. Hello, Night Owl. You look... Oh, she looks really nice. You look great, sir. All right, we'll go and see if people are at Red Lantern Facility, because I do want to get a couple of pop-offs with this where the enemy doesn't get knocked out. You know, it's handy to see how it functions without that, so... Let's see how it goes. Are people doing this? I don't think so. Nope, and there's no timer. I'm guessing it just finished. Back to Vice, guys! It's just I'm running around everywhere. Is it? Wait, it said Green Lanterns are preparing another rescue. Hang on. Let's stay here then. Let's stay here. If we're going to do another rescue, this is a good place to do it. I say that, but like the enemies will get knocked out. But there's a bunch of enemies. There's a bunch. So we can do this and potentially do Vice as well. Right. I'm getting too excited. I feel like I'm like swapping between one topic and another too quickly. Calm down. Tiny Lil said, need a Skyrim in the Sims game. If they combined those 2 games, I'd be so happy. I love Skyrim. Of all the games that exist that aren't MMO, Skyrim is my absolute favorite. MMO, obviously this one is my favorite, but Skyrim is such a nice one to play. You can play it peacefully, you can play it like with a lot of attacky. The glitches that they've had in it that the players have actually enjoyed, they kept them in for the players' sake, which I really appreciate when game developers do that. It's really, really nice and so fun. My mum said, Ratio on your Supergirl needs to move. She has a way over her character. Oh no! Your character is going to leave! Oh, I just realized, guys, if you need to go and get these open world things done on Mogo, you are more than welcome to. Should I invite people in? I can invite my mum. Hang on. I feel like I'm going like all over the place. Friends, we've got my mum's character. If you guys do want me to invite you and you want to come and do the bosses in open world, just send me a tell in the game and I'll be able to add you so that you can get it done. I didn't even think about that when I was like moving through here. There's Invisimum. I scrolled way too far. Invite to group. My character in-game is Shattered Shadows with a Z on the end and no space. Hang on, we don't want that one. We want this one to default so that I can see if people send me a tell. Hello, Mum! I saw someone call Vice. That was the Night Owl person that I saw over there, but I don't know that they've started it. Should we go check? Let's go check. I don't like leaving people in the lurch. They probably saw me standing right there and thought I was activating it, which, I mean, I could do that. We could swap over to Tank and add this ability in and do it that way, but, oh yeah, they've definitely started it. All right, let's go. We're kicking Vice's butt. We're going to use this ability a couple of times. On Vice, hopefully. Let's go. Who am I targeting? Vice? There we go. Now she's targeting Vice. Activate it. All right. He's on fire. This is good. He took damage. That is good. Let's see if I can pull this across to combat. Right in the middle of battle. I don't care. We're looking. We're looking. Ah, so hard to scroll it. There. Tactical. Snuff out. Where is it? Oh, I can't scroll when it's on here. Okay, hang on. Let's flee and come back. Hang on. Absorb heat. Exobyte device. Oh, 116. Okay, yeah. Damage gets higher when you're doing it against a boss that doesn't knock out because of, I think, because of the length of time that the burning effect takes. That's so good. All right, I like this ability. I like it. It's fun. I'm having fun with it. I think the main thing that made me like not enjoy it then was because I saw the damage that was being done to my character by Brainiac robots and assumed that was part of the aesthetic for this particular loadout, and it's not at all. And I got disappointed when I realized it wasn't. But honestly, I don't mind it. It functions okay. Oh, I'm summoning Superman. I like it. Its damage is good. Look at that. Okay, yeah, it went by really fast. Okay. And honestly, while I'm doing a boss, the timer on it doesn't bug me so much. I'd probably put it in my second tray, rather than my first to utilize. But okay, it is fun. It is fun. Its damage is nice. I like it. If you play Rage, the aesthetic is really, really good too. It will match your build. Darn it. They made it fun. It's so good. Does anyone know which character this is from? I know most of the time when they give us an iconic ability, it is from a specific character. I don't recognize this one, which that's not a big surprise. I don't know as many characters from DC as you guys usually do, so I'm not sure where it's from, but it looks cool. It functions well. The damage on it is nice. I don't hate it. I may add it. The timer on it did frustrate me at the start, but I think when I'm utilizing it in this way more, it works better. So I take it back. I'm not annoyed by the timer on it. It can go in my second tray and it wouldn't annoy me then. Ray said I move her around. Oh, good. Excellent. So your character doesn't log out. Did people join me? I see you right there. Nearby. Enchanted. There you are. Invite to group, then my mum can heal you as well. Yay! More healing for everybody. And I know Supergirl was with us in the House of Legends, but I don't see her here. That was beautiful! Vice went down. I like this ability. I take everything back I said before. The ability is fun. Alright, we'll go over to Red Lantern Facility. I'm going to play it over there as well. If people need it, feel free to join.
The turrets are engaged. Get ready to
turrets are engaged.
Drops.
Thank you, sir! Alright, we'll do this too. And see how it functions in here. I'm curious to see if the damage output is good in a large group of ads, even though they are getting knocked out. It may be better than when we were in a smaller group of ads. I mean, it has to be, right? I would assume. Let's see if I can check this again. Man, the scrolling is so it's like messing with my eyes a little bit. So many loadouts in a row. If I can't see it before we get in there, that's perfectly fine. But I saw the damage pop, and it was in the hundreds of thousands again, so that is good. Come on. Ugh, I so hate that I can't bring up the... Oh, there! No, no. Toxic Spit. No, that's not it. That's not it. Ugh. There, Exobyte explosion damage. That is not the first one. That's not the one I saw, but that is 36,757. Still reasonable, but not my first cast. My first cast is when I did more beforehand. We've got to go in, but I don't mind this. It functions. It's fun. It is fun. That's the main thing I like, is when they're fun to play. It is fun to play. Ray said I use my healer Mera. Oh, are you here with us? Are you on Mera? I see a Mera. Hang on, nearby. Mera. Beautiful. Then we can all benefit. I mean, that means double healing. Oh, 2 water healers. That's awesome. I'm gonna get very wet. That sounded bad. Never mind! Drenched. It's gonna rain. I don't know. Nothing I say is gonna be okay, is it? We're just gonna not mention it anymore. I want one of the, you know, the red lantern constructs that come out? I want to attack one of those with the beam and see how that goes. See how quickly they get taken down. See what kind of hit they take, but I like it. I took a little bit of getting used to. This one took a little bit of getting used to, but I've got the hang of it enough now. I'm looking forward to when other people go through it and explain it. Like, there's a lot of people who will create content and they explain it in regards to how other artifacts and power sets interact with it far better than I can articulate, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Which, yeah, I think DarkHorus and Greg Deluca would definitely be some of those. JustMel as well does a really good breakdown of this sort of thing too, so I'll probably be watching their stuff later to get all the numbers straight in my head. It's really odd not having my heat vision there, though. Oh. But yeah, now I don't even have to play the event on this character. That's so nice! Yeah, it's no secret that I don't really enjoy the Kazian episode, particularly the alert and the raid. I find them really, really frustrating to play because they are repetitive as the same thing twice, and because our roles become basically obsolete. You're split into groups that you can just be damaged and it doesn't matter. I hate when they do that. What's the point of having roles if we don't get to use them, especially when it's both the alert and the raid? We're doing things as a group. The 2 group things we have, both of them, you can just be damaged and it's fine. I don't like that. People have their roles for a reason, you know? And it's fun to get to play them, but when they restrict the gameplay in that way, I don't know, it's less fun in my opinion. And I mean, it did improve as they went through their episodes and become less prominent, that we ended up with situations where roles became obsolete. Particularly in the most recent episode, they have definitely made it so that everyone can kind of work together, which is nice. But, yeah, the Kaznian one, not my favorite. It is, in fact, my least favorite alert and least favorite raid in the game. And the solo that I like the least is definitely this episode. I can't stand it. It's so slow. It's so slow. The grounding is frustrating. There we go. But yeah, I'm curious to see what other things they're going to give us as rewards, because I know some people have missed out on the elite henchmen and the elite uplinks as well, which is something I think everyone should be able to access, because it's a big difference in gameplay for people who have access to those. You end up being able to access things easier with no generator, and for people who don't have them, they have to warp all the way back to their base in order to be able to like get their henchmen working. Frankly, I'd wish they'd just eliminate the generator and mainframe altogether. Make us pay source marks to be able to unlock things like the mods that we put on our characters and things. Sure, but then, you know, the continuous recharging of the mainframe and generator, frankly, I just find it more annoying than anything else. I think a lot of people feel the same way. Alright, we're casting this on this big guy. Hopefully. Hopefully she aims correctly. Did she do it? No, she got one of the little ads, and he did burn, but no, she missed him. Ah, darn it. I can't control her aim sometimes, even if I shoot directly at him with the first loadout, whatever I use. The second one is not a guaranteed hit on the same target.
You know what to do.
Rats. That's right, we'll try on the next one.
Not even close.
Tiny Little said, speaking of the new solo, the fastest I've been able to do it is 20 minutes. See, it's so slow. That is a long solo. Ugh, yeah. I don't enjoy it. It's so much of a slog. I don't really understand when they create content where they basically negate things that are standard. So with the alert and the raid that I'm talking about from Casnia, the fact that they get kind of negated by the fact that they're exactly the same thing twice. Our roles are not really required. Did it work? Did it work? They burned! Yes! Burning all the ads, and the big dude got burning as well. Perfect! Okay. Yeah, but the fact that we kind of don't need our roles, and it's for both the alert and the raid of that episode, is like why everyone can just play damage. And then I mean, they negate when they negate things in the game that we have as standard, it kind of sucks. And then with this particular solo, they've negated our movements. So we choose our movements. We want flight, we want acrobatics, we want skimming, we want super speed, and then they go, nah, you can't use it. I don't understand why they do that to us. I can understand narrative-wise why we're grounded when we play it through the open world, right? When we walk in rather than when we do the load-in. But when we're loading in, all it does is slow down our ability to get the solo done, which I understand is good for them, right? The slower we get it done, the more time we spend in the game, the better it looks to their shareholders. But that's not fun. It's not fun. It negates me from playing it because I don't want to be grounded. Only reason I'm playing it at the moment is because I want the style. Once I've got the style, I'm never going to want to play that solo ever again. You know? And that's not good! It's really, really nice when a game is played because people really love it and enjoy it. And that's what I want. That's what I want from DC. And honestly, most of the time I do. Most of the time that's what happens. But some of the more recent changes they've made deter me a little bit. Or a lot. And, I mean, there is a learning curve when there's new developers that have come on the scene. Obviously, they have to get the hang of what people do and don't like, what is and is not going to work for everyone, so I understand that. But I think we're past that point now, right? Hopefully. So, I guess we'll see. So, for anyone who did need that completed, yay! Got it done. I'm just going to have a look over here at what the hit was when I did that last one. So, bear with me while I scroll, guys. It's hard because there's so many things that occur. Trying to find the exact loadout that I did is kind of... There's a lot to go through. I wish it was a bit easier on my console, to be honest. I think it's much easier for people who play PC to be able to do this, where they can bring the box up nice and large as well, to be able to see it, because at this stage, I can't see it easily, you know? Oh, and we may have, in fact, scrolled too far past as well. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can find it. If we have scrolled too far past, there's nothing I can do. I can't scroll back beyond anything that is outside of the box already. Because there was a lot that happened. Nope, we're on snuff out, snuff out. I use snuff out a lot! Like a lot. And absorb heat. Yeah, I must admit, they are my go-to directional damages. That's not a surprise. I want to find the big hit. I feel like it's going to be outside of the realm. I think it's going to be, like, so early on that it's already scrolled past it and I won't be able to find it. Snuff out again. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is. It's too far back! Oh. Okay, now I do understand why people have a tendency to do this in a more controlled environment than this, but honestly, I like to play it in... It plays differently when you're out with actual real enemies, I feel. But yeah, I do like it, guys. It is kind of fun. But I will also say, if you don't get it, I don't feel like you're missing out. Like, if this is a campaign you don't care about, I wouldn't say that this particular ability is something that should draw you in and go, yes, you must use it, because it's good. It's good. It's not great, you know, but it is fun. That's the thing. When they're fun, I can't help it. I just want to play it. I feel like we should take a picture. Look, people are hanging out with me. We should take a picture. Thumbnail picture time. Okay, hang on. UI coming off. Options, settings, UI. Got to make sure I don't accidentally log out, which I've almost done quite a few times. Look at us all together. Oh, we look great. Mera's doing the right dance. Vibing with summer, even though we're in the middle of winter, kind of. I mean, does it count towards being winter on Mogo if, like, he has a seasonal progression that is normal for him and he's just currently frozen because of extemporaneous conditions that have occurred that he has nothing to do with? I don't know. But I'm gonna dance too. If I can get it to not... There we go. Lag. Let me put my UI back on. But yeah, hopefully that gave you guys a good enough idea of how it functions and what it's going to do. Obviously, if you don't play fire, it is going to be slightly different in the way that it functions for you, but the damage that it does is good. I understand why the cooldown is the length that it is now, because if you do build up on it and then cast it, you do get really, really nice damage output. It does affect more than one enemy, which is nice. When you use it against an enemy that doesn't get knockout, the hit can be quite solid, which is really good too. Kind of am enjoying playing it. So I wouldn't say it's game breaking or anything like that, but I'm also not someone who understands really well how the interactions are going to occur with specific other abilities and also specific artifacts. If you guys do have more knowledge on that, that's wonderful. But hopefully some other YouTubers who understand those better than me, just because they've been playing longer, they definitely understand how different artifacts work, particularly ones I've never used before as well. Hopefully those YouTubers will be able to give us more of a breakdown in that regard. But personally, I do like the ability. I think it's worth it to play the content to get it. I don't think it's worth it to pay to get it, which is what I've just done. And it is fun. It is fun to use. The cooldown on it is long though, so as long as you don't mind it being something that takes a little while to come back, it's fun. It's worth it, I think, at least to play through to get it. It's a bit of fun. But at the same time, if you don't love it, you could easily go without. It's to play for fun. Rating says, guys, can I change my character's pose without real money, like posture? No, so the stance, if you're wanting to change that over, I think it's called personality type, you do have to pay. It's in the marketplace. Let me find it. I think it might edit more than one thing, though, if I'm not mistaken. Let's find it. It's in upgrades. Just here. Respec personality type. So it's this one here. It costs 500 if you don't have a membership. If you do have a membership, obviously you'll have a discount on that. I believe it adjusts to more than one thing. Hang on. No. Oh, pardon me. No, it doesn't. I apologize. There's something I know that adjusts to, which I think is the height. It's height and build. So if you had like spry and medium, you could change that to athletic and short. Those two things will swap over. This one is just the personality type change. So it does cost real life money, guys. I'm so sorry about that. There are some things I wish didn't cost, but I mean, if they can make money off of us, they will. Tiny Lilith said, and can do the elite alert in 10 with an OK group. Yeah, the alert is much easier to get through than is the solo. As long as I can get a group, I agree with you on that. That's definitely true. Also, if you're playing the non-elite version of the alert, you can get through that, like, so much faster than the solo. But if you are specifically trying to play elite, which is what I am trying to do so that I can get the style unlocked, obviously I'm going to be aiming for getting that completed with a group. I don't think I can solo the elite version of the elite version of the alert and have it be a reasonable amount of time. I probably could do it as a tank. I'd probably get knockouts a little bit, and it would probably be very slow. But I probably could. But it wouldn't be worth it. The solo is much easier to do in Elite by myself, even if I am grounded all the way through. So, yeah. Oh, Rating said, damn, yeah. It's unfortunate, like, there's a lot of things that they could not monetize, but especially with these newer developers, it seems like anything they can monetize, they are going to, because the things that the shareholders seem to want is more active gameplay and more money coming into the game. And so anything they can do to ensure those things, they seem to be doing. I will say, they seem to be kind of doing, I don't know, like a happy medium, right? They give us stuff that costs, but they also give us a lot of really fun things that we can get in-game. It is through gameplay, so it does keep us in the game for longer, which is something the shareholders are also obviously interested in. But these rewards are fun. I mean, even this ability we've just done, it may not be my favorite, I may not think it's game-breaking, but it is fun, and it is something that if you can get it, go for it. It's interesting to play with. And the only thing I think is I need to get used to the cooldown now. But if I chuck it in my second bar that I swap to periodically rather than consistently, that won't affect me too much. And I don't know, I already am kind of used to the fact you need to build up before you use it if you want to get the most damage output for it. If you use it on bigger targets, you're going to get more damage output on those, because obviously if you hit something smaller and you get a knockout, it only does the limited amount of damage. So it's fun. I enjoyed it. It was fun. Abby Sue said, if you have subscription, you get 500 in-game currency every month, so you can basically use that without adding extra money. That is true. You do get Legion currency. Legion? Legendary legendary currency every month that you can use to spend there instead of your real life money. But in order to become a member, you have to spend real life money. So it's, whichever one you think is more worth it. I do maintain a membership on only one account, which is my PlayStation account, because I like to make sure that I can tell you guys what the differences are between an account that does and doesn't have a membership, particularly in reference to accounts that are free to play as well. So I maintain a free to play account where I've never put money in, and that way I can let you guys know what is and is not affected by different things. For example, when the Ultimate Recruitment event dropped, I wasn't sure if we were going to get extra character slots for a free to play account when no money had ever been put in, and they gave us those slots, which was really, really handy. But it also is temporary. Those slots become active for your characters only during Ultimate Recruitment event. If you create an account after that period of time, you no longer receive that particular character slot. So you do have to have the account all ready for those to activate for you. Jet said, OMG, peak DCUO is thriving, my soul is happy. It kind of is. It seems like we've had an influx of new players recently, and it does seem like also a lot of players have come back to it, and those seem to be good things. Like, they came back for things like the new artifacts being available, like having 5, and the power array augments now being available as well, so you can play different power sets, and new iconic abilities coming into the game. So, that's a good reason to come back, but I do think a lot of people are sticking with it and playing through a lot of things because of FOMO, because you don't want to miss out on something that's no longer going to be available in the game. And I don't like that aspect of it much. I mean, if every year they gave us the option to purchase, like as our reward for a completion of something, choose the one from last year or the one from this year, so you knew it was always coming back, but you had to make a choice each time, I think I'd prefer that. Or if they gave us a way to get something older by having the, a 2025 reward cachet where you have to play through some piece of content and you receive a cachet that opens up and you can choose any reward from the previous year, from all of the event tabs, something like that. I think that would be much nicer, because then everyone has access, and people who have missed out from no fault of their own or are new to the game, they can go back and get rewards from the past. But it seems like when they add rewards from the past at this stage, what they're going to be doing is giving it to us through the imp mart in the marketplace, and those are very high priced. They put them in for a very expensive amount, and I don't know that it's really worth it. I do try to buy out as much of those items as I can whenever they have those in there, so that you guys can see what they look like and decide for yourself if you want to spend money on those, because some of them are not worth it. Some things you can just go in the game and get with source marks. I don't understand those ones being ones you'd pay that much for, but anyway. Yeah, I suspect if they ever do bring the rewards back, they're probably going to add it in Imp Mart, and it's really frustrating for me because on my Future Laura account, she does not have a beanie. And I need to get the beanie, which is a cosmetic, should not be worth a lot kind of reward that we received very early on when Kaznia dropped last year. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, I'm going to pay for that, aren't I? I'm going to pay real life money for that. They're going to ask $50 for a beanie, and I'm going to pay it. That's what's going to happen. Big Time says, is the new artifact take up a power slot? Is the new artifact take up a power slot? What's a power slot? I don't know what you mean. I might need more information. The new artifact, I have it on this character. I can't test it for everybody. It's too expensive for me to be able to try and pay into it to be able to test it. But there are some YouTubers who are going to. So if you head over to YouTube, you'll be able to see DarkHorus. It looks like Greg Deluca are both going to be doing that. They may already be doing it. Like, they may be live right now. I don't know. But yeah, if you want to see the way that it actually functions and their opinion on it, that's probably the best place to go. I can't afford to do that. I'm so sorry. I wish that I could. But unfortunately, it's very expensive to level up an artifact to a very high amount, or it's very, very time consuming, and I'd have to have prepared for it and built up my metal to be able to do so. I don't have enough hours in the day to do that, unfortunately. So, yeah. Big Time said, is it a oh, do you mean does it give you a power? I don't know. This looks like they're passive. So it says, after equilibrium, while in combat, periodically unleash a mixture of red and blue lantern energy, damaging enemies and healing group members. It doesn't, I don't know whether that means it's an ability you activate or if it's something that happens automatically. It says periodically, so my guess is that it happens passively and you don't activate it. but I could be wrong. Then it has these two different interactions as well that affect it. So there's Razor's Rage. Damaging a target lowers the cooldown for equilibrium by 10 seconds. This effect can only occur once every 5 seconds. And then there's Razor's Solemnity, which is healing any target, lowers cooldown of equilibrium for 10 seconds. So my guess is that this is passive and not an active ability that you activate, but I haven't used it. So better off asking one of the YouTubers who has to let you know whether there's an ability that unlocks past level 80 for you to be able to activate that, because for me that is unclear whether you activate it yourself or whether it passively occurs. So I don't know. But I often find the wording from these developers unclear. Unfortunately, that's not nice, but it's just true. Jet said, I'll be right back, driving home from work at the moment. Drive safe! Don't watch streams when you're driving! I'm glad he's leaving to drive. Guys, please be safe. Don't watch a stream when you're driving a car. Oh no, Abby Sue said, I ran out of coffee. My depression is setting in. Oh no! You need coffee. I'm actually gonna have coffee after this. I could use one. Also, it will warm me up because it's actually normally very hot at this time of year in Australia, but I'm so cold today. I need to warm up. Snuggly blankets and coffee are the go. Abby Sue said, I always use it to change my height back and forth when I get bored. Lol. You get so bored that you have to change your height. You would get along great with my sister. She has to change all those things too. She deletes characters and starts again. Jet said, OMG peak, DCO is thriving, my soul is happy. I think that's the one I read before. Also, thank you for the purple heart, the correct color. I appreciate that. Oh, there we go. Big Time said it is a power, like how I'm hoping it doesn't. Oh, okay. Oh, no. So it sounds like it is a power, is that right? From the wording, like, you guys may know better than I do. The only one that I use that has a power is Candle of Neron, and I don't remember the exact wording for that. Do I have it on this character? No. It's on my villain at the moment. But for the wording of this, I don't know whether this means active or not, so I'm glad you guys will probably know better than me. The cooldown, the cooldown could mean something you actively see on your loadout, but it can also be how long it takes to passively activate again. So I'm hoping that because it says periodically unleash a mixture of red and blue lantern energy, that it is actually a loadout. And if so, that's great. I hope it is. I honestly hope it is. It might be something that I do need to try, maybe. Also, I forgot to put my artifact back in. Where are you? It's frozen. This happens on Xbox so often, going in and out of the menu. It freezes so much. I wish it wasn't this common, but it definitely is. Big Time said, I'm watching the stream driving too. I have the phone mounted though. Oh my goodness! Don't get too distracted. Listening I think is okay, right? It's like listening to the radio or having a conversation with someone in the car, but watching, don't get too distracted. It's Giant Teagle! Giant Teagle! Aw, appropriate for a healer, I think. But it was one of the ones I considered for my mum's character, but I don't think she liked the face. Right, he's just looking a little bit creepy. I wonder if I can get my UI off and out of the menu fast enough to get a photo. Probably not. The Xbox is slow when it comes to going in and out of menu for me. Oh, no! I take it back! I might be able to get it. Hey! I got a photo. Never mind. Also, your merit is really pretty. Very nice work. You guys are so good with your styles always. Also, I really like how in the background you've got your dragon and your robot sidekick. I only said sidekick robot. I was going to say it backwards. Because you look so cool! But yeah, I don't recommend watching streams and driving. But yeah, guys, let me know if there's anything that I missed about this ability, like that I'm not understanding very clearly. Please let me know. But also let me know if you like it. I do quite like it. I like the way it burns. I think that's fun. I think it's something that on different characters with different power sets, it's going to function differently. So what I know of it and what I like of it may not be the same for everybody who uses it. But thus far, I don't mind it. It's kind of fun. Oh, where's my voice going? It's running away. But yeah, I'm going to head back to the House of Legends. That's usually where my character gets left. So let's do that. Back to the Tree of Streaming. And then we're all good. That was all right. I will say I think everyone is kind of feeling the same way, or at least similar, about the choice of episodes that we are playing. Oh, sorry. Chapters from the story arc that we are playing for this campaign, it's too many words, is that it's a little bit too close to the episodes that we played already. Like, we literally haven't even finished them, and we're already replaying them, you know? It's just a little bit too close together for me. Even if let's just say I love Lucia, and I had no problem with that character, I think just so much Lantern stuff being close together, having the same episodes we've already played being so close together, it's just a bit too much in my opinion. I'm going to switch over to phase 5 for the emptiest phase, guys, just so you're aware. And as far as I can tell, everyone has a very similar opinion of that. It's either too close to the episodes having just been finished that we're playing them again, it's too much Lantern content, or you're like me and don't want to see Lucia anymore. But yeah, I am curious what everyone thinks on that one, because I don't know. It's a weird choice in my opinion. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like that choice at all. But I will say I may take this opportunity to grab a random character that has not played through Kasnia before and play through it for the sake of this patrol so that I can get at least one more character through it, since we can't skip it at the moment. I suspect we'll never be able to skip it, to be honest. So maybe I will do that. But yeah, I'm curious to see what happens there. I really hope that the developers do not add something new to the rewards that we can get at the end of the full campaign, because I hate when they do that after people have already made their decision about whether it is or is not something they want to play through to get those rewards, and then they add something and you have to buy out. That's kind of, I don't know, a little underhanded maybe? I don't know what to call it, but I very much don't like it. It seems unfair. But yeah, at the moment, I don't know that any of the rewards are better than a Wolfpack token, in my opinion. I do think that if there are ones that are close, it would be the Ally Legion and it would be the material that we're going to be receiving. But for me personally, the material is probably not something I really, really want. But for a lot of other people, it may well be something that you really want because of the extra colorable swatches. And if it does indeed look like the toon shaded that we have received in chromas previously, that could be something that's going to work really well for people. In fact, I may have one on this character. I just realized we had Supermann showcase it over on YouTube, but I have collected a bunch of those. I actually have every single one of the toon shaded chromas. I just don't remember which characters I have them on because they were randomly dropped to my various characters across all of the places that I play. So we'll scroll down and see if I've got toon shaded anything. I hope it's called toon shaded to start with, and then the rest of the information is after, rather than like hope toon shaded and things like that. Yeah, there we go. I have Halloween, the Halloween toon shaded. We can do that. That's fine. There we go. So you can see what I mean when I say that it looks muddy. See how we've got color kind of, I don't know, shaded over the top of a plasticky texture? Even on here with the orange, I don't like it. And the orange is quite a bit darker than the yellow I was previously talking about. So if this is what it's going to look like when we receive it, I'm not going to be too fussed about getting it, to be honest. It's for me. But for a lot of other people, it works really brilliantly. And I think it really does depend on what colors you use it with. Because if you use it with yellow, personally, I don't like it. But with blue, it looks great. With red, it looks great. With purple, it looks great. You could have a really good use for this. And if you are using like the swatches on nice dark colors, it could be really worth it for you. You could get some really vibrant, well-colored things. You can negate the textures on things so that you can no longer see it. It could be great. So I'm curious to see what how interested other people are. Tiny Lilith said, why didn't they just do the new DLC as the new portal instead? Do you mean the new patrol? And yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? It's so frustrating that we've had an entire year where we've gone Kasnia, then Mogo, then Mournful Mogo. We finally get to Frozen Mogo. Everyone's like, oh, thank goodness, it's nearly over. And they go back to Kasnia, back to Mogo. It's just a big circle. Stop, please stop. It's just too much all at once. Oh. And I think someone in my comments section said they have to do that because they are using the other episodes as flashback content. But they could do both. We could play through entire episodes that are other episodes and not the ones we've just played through, and give us flashback episodes of other things as well. I mean, I don't know what the content is going to be going forward, but surely it's not going to be lanterns again, hopefully. Maybe. Please, just cross all your toes. Not your fingers, those are for gaming. But, but if we could, you know, have something different, that would be very nice. And I understand that they are using older content for their flashback things that they're giving us, but why not also give us episodes that we can run through again? Some of the older content is really fun to play. Having encouragement to do that would be great. I don't know. It's not just me. It's clearly not, because a lot of people in my comments section agree and have similar thoughts. So I know it's not just me. I actually haven't seen a single person yet be like, oh, I'm so glad we're playing through this again, or that's a really good choice, or anything like that. Not a single person so far. So I do want to ask if people do feel that way. If you are someone who's really happy with that choice, please tell me and let me know why. Because it's got to be for somebody, surely. It's just obviously not for me, and thus far, not for anyone else I've spoken to. So, I don't know. I feel like my character looks really bad right now. The orange is really clashing with this purple hard. Very unpleasant. I don't recommend it. Should we get another photo? Except, you know, with my character not wearing that. Wait. I'm getting another photo. Because the Tree of Streaming is the best location for that, you know? I had Cosmic on, I think. Did I go too far? Cosmic. Ah, oh, much better. Look how pretty it is. She looks like a galaxy. Oh, I love this material. This is something I got from the, what is it, premium reward box that I gave as rewards for the age guest video. So, Abby Sue, what did you choose when you opened up your box? Or have you not opened it yet? But I'm curious, because this material is in there, and it's so, so pretty. I love it. And you can, like, it's purple on my character because I chose to color it that way. You can change the tinge on it to whatever color you choose, which I love as well. It's so nice. I'm going to get when my mum's wings are, like, opened up every shot. Yeah, I have to take a few, though. Xbox is so laggy with its photos. It's actually interesting, too. On PlayStation 5, the second you take a picture or go into the menu to take pictures, you can take, like, multiple and when you press it, that's when the shot will go through. On Xbox, it lags. So when I press it, it takes a second and won't necessarily do it immediately. And on PlayStation 4, you press to take a screenshot, and it will stop at that part of the screen, and it'll save that exact picture. But if you want to go into that camera section to take the shot, it freezes it, and you have to go back out and back in, and back out and back in, and back out and back in to get multiple photos. It's so annoying. So annoying. All right, let's put UI back up. And then I think that's everything I wanted to do with that. Hopefully that was helpful. I don't know. It took me a second to understand exactly how it functioned, so I'm glad I've got it in my head now. But man. Abby Sue said the cosmic material and the pink smoke aura. Oh, it was so hard to choose. Oh my goodness. Yeah. There's some pretty good rewards in those, but I mean, I say hopefully. I don't know if hopefully is the right word. It would be nice if everyone could somehow have access to the older content that we did receive in the premium reward box, but if they give it to us, we know it's going to come through the Impmart, which is going to cost so much. So it would be nice, but the price is really, really steep every time they bring something back to the Impmart. Not only that, some of it is so steep, and you can get it in the game still. It's not rare. So I find that I'm hoping they're not trying to trick like some of the newer players who don't know about these things, and they're going to accidentally make purchases like that, because that would be awful. And I know Multiverse does the same thing as me. We both try to make sure everybody knows, guys, these are in the game, don't buy them. Right? So hopefully we do that fast enough that people don't snap up the wrong thing. But like, not every gamer watches YouTube. Not every gamer is looking up things. It's like the blogs. Not every gamer is going to know that there's even a blog, because you play a game to play a game. You don't play a game to do anything else. And if you do extra things, that's fine. But you don't necessarily have to do those things to play. So people won't know. They just won't know. Abby Sue said, I wanted the Sanguine skin too, but decision had to be made. The Sanguine skin is great. Do I have that on now? I think I do. Look how cool she looks. It's so nice on her face. Sanguine skin is fun. This is one I didn't mind paying for. Well, the price maybe could have been less, but I wanted the Sanguine skin for such a long time, so I'm really happy with it. But yeah, I understand decisions having to be made. I hope you're happy with whatever you did choose, which looks like it is the cosmic material, which is so pretty because I mean, It was fun. It was so fun giving out prizes. I love doing that. Oh, Abby Sue said, yes! That's great! Abby Sue did so good. She's the only person who guessed my actual age. Well done. So, guys, I think that's everything I needed to do, everything I wanted to show. Hopefully it was helpful. I know I am not as good as some other YouTubers as explaining the abilities, so hopefully some other YouTubers will come out and explain them a little bit more fully, especially in reference to different power sets and artifact interactions, and see how that goes, because I'm looking forward to seeing that. Some people are very detailed, and I love that. Oh no, Abby Sue said I need it, right? Maybe they'll bring it back. They brought it back as Imp Mart one time. Maybe they'll do it again. But that costs. That's money. You know, money. They really, really like to get the money out of the players these days. But yeah, it is pretty. It's one of my favorite skins in the game ever since I started playing. When I saw other people with it, I was like, I need this. Where is it from? I have to get it. And I had to wait till Imp Mart came back. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you again to everyone who joined me in-game. It's always so lovely when people join me. And we ended up with a nice group of 4. Guys, do you want to do the alert? We should do the alert. Okay, hang on. Since we're here and we're in a group, I'll queue up. Do you guys want to get your frozen alert done since we're in a nice round group of 4? We should do that. It should be good. Hope burns bright alert. Let's go. Yay! We'll finish up. Oh, pardon me, with the alert. And also, I'll use the ability. We can smack it into Bleez's Bleez's face. Right into Bleez's face is what I was trying to say, and the words will not come out. It's because Bleez is a weird name to say. Why doesn't it want to ready up? I'd laugh if I'm like, let's do an alert! And then it doesn't work. Oh, there we go. Go, 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 go. It's working. Man, the lag is shocking on Xbox, isn't it? I mean, I know that, but it doesn't impact me as heavily when I'm not streaming. When I'm streaming, everybody can see how long it takes me. But that's okay, as long as we get it done.
All right, here's where the fun begins.
Oh.
Top priority here, shutting down the matron's operation and saving those kids.
Okay.
She's got Red Lanterns working for her, so you better be
Oh,
ready
and
to
if
fight.
you guys need your daily progression for the event as well, more than happy to do the other alert. We should do that.
That's a Sinestro
Look at the
move.
beam! Okay, I
That's
like
your
it.
move,
I'm not gonna lie, I like it.
Gardner.
It's fun.
Make the rage-powered woman angrier. Idiot!
Wow, it's so weird when they're talking. Oh no, I talked over the top of them
Come
all!
on, let's take those constructs down.
Audio is probably gonna be weird when it gets to YouTube, darn it. I wish there was no weirdness between
There you
Twitch and
all
YouTube.
are.
It's like they don't like each other. Oh, that was weird. Jeez!
No one is above the law.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, if the Sanguine skin does ever come back
She's
in,
called
Abby
some
Sue, you
Red
gotta get
Lantern
it.
buddies. Get ready for a
It would
fight.
suit your character so much, too. Though, I do love the tattoos you've got on your character. I'm not sure which ones you have on her.
laser's
It's not the
Kryptonian.
Amazon one, is it? It's one of the older
Watch
ones.
out.
It looks great, though. I love the tattooed skin. It's really obvious that I do, because most of the time when you see me with a, like, cool skin on, the clothes will get more skimpy so we can see it. Because I love them so much. Particularly the Sanguine skin.
Punishment you shall receive.
Alright, we're gonna blast Bleach with it. There. Boo-ha-ha! Is she gonna burn? That's the question. We see burning! Oh, yeah! That's what we like to see. I'm so happy with that. Okay. I don't mind this, guys. The loadout is fun to play. Beautiful. Now the next thing is we're gonna have a look at what everyone thinks of the Razor artifact. I'm so curious about that one. It sounds like Danielle really likes it though, which is good. And I mean, if you play specifically a red-blue lantern, it's gonna be beautiful for that, because it's specifically working in conjunction with damage and healing, which can work for other things as well, but I'm guessing that the ability that activates is specifically going to look like something from a red and blue lantern, because it is the Razor artifact, so I'm looking forward to seeing that with other players. I don't know when I will get to level that artifact. I unfortunately am still trying to level the ones that I have as standard on my characters, and I think that's kind of noticeable, right? I haven't got everything wolf-packed. I play damage and tank, and I have like 3 artifacts done on PlayStation, 2 on here, so it's just, you know, it's It's a lot, but if I start adding in all the new artifacts every time they come in as well, it's really, really hard for me to get everything leveled. Especially with, like, Omega Beam was a tough one to say no to. I know it is quite fiddly. I got it up to a point and then was like, yeah, it takes too long to come back. It's annoying in my loadout set. I'm not going to keep going and utilize it. But, I mean, we know what is strong. Pages is quite strong for fire. We know that the Omega Beam is really, really strong for basically everybody. And I am not leveling them because it takes too much time and effort for me to do ones that are going to replace the ones I've already wolf-packed. So my build is never going to be the best of the best, and that's fine with me. But I'm certainly not going to try leveling up artifacts to replace the wolf-packed ones. If I'm going to level them up, they need to be ones where my wolf-packed ones are still going to be useful. Otherwise, it's just going to get frustrating.
Kenny! I'm gonna get you out of here.
I knew you'd come, Papa.
I will see the children to safety.
Okie dokie, you do that, St. Walker, thank you. We got everybody in.
Hurry, you
Yay!
might catch the one responsible for all of this.
I love the way the little dragon flies with your character. I have had the dragon on a character before, but every time I used it on that armory, I got frustrated looking at him burning. Yes. Hey, that's what we like to see. Very nice. But, yeah, I got frustrated because the position of it was glitched and the dragon kept slipping into the shoulder of my character. So I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. It was very annoying. Why doesn't, like, the little target come up properly? I think they made a mistake in making these, like, a passive target, the yellow target, instead of a, like, one for an enemy where my character will turn towards them. Because at the moment, look, I can shoot the wall and not hit a target because they're the little yellow target instead of the red. So I wish they hadn't have done that. Now I'm actually targeting enemies. That's fine. Because it makes it really hard to target the crystals sometimes. And that's coming from someone with a bow. My bow should be able to shoot it from quite some distance. Very upsetting. You know? The alert for this is so fast. I'm actually really happy to see that for the alert and raid of this episode, they have shortened the alert for people so that we're not doing the entirety of the mission for both. It feels a little less like I'm doing the exact same thing over and over again compared to the other episodes they've done, which is nice. Oh, and also we're always together as well. Like, we don't have to split up to the point where our roles become useless, which is really nice for this as well. And for the previous episode, I will say, it's a little less prominent that we have to split up when, like, Kaznia and Kaznia and Mogo, we split up quite obviously in those ones. So, yeah, they're learning, right? They're getting past the learning curve, and hopefully it's going to be fine from now on. But yeah. It's interesting, because it's easy to see all the things that I don't like in the game and all the things that I do, and I'm always, like, trying to work out how many things are they bringing into the game that frustrate me and how many things that I love. And honestly, there is still always more that I love. There's definitely more things that I think are fun than things that I find annoying. So that's good, at least. I was going to say, and I can always choose not to play the content that I find annoying. But I can't, because they've made it the campaign. So now I have to play it. Oh. If I didn't play multiple servers, I wouldn't have a problem, because I'd buy it out and be done. But because I play multiple servers, I have to play this on PlayStation and on Switch now, so... We must. We simply must. And also, for showcasing purposes, playing across multiple servers does help me, because when it comes to the end of this campaign where we have to make a choice, I can showcase more than one thing if I need to. You know, on one account, I will grab the material. On another account, I can grab an iconic ability or something like that if I need to. Though I will say I have all 3 iconic abilities that they've given us recently in capsules, so both of the ones we have as a reward for the campaign, I can showcase those anyway if I need to. But by the time I got them, I didn't really see much point in me showcasing them, just because other YouTubers had showcased them far, far better than I do. So, yeah, if anyone's wondering why I didn't do that, I didn't really see a need because... like DarkHorus and Deluca and a lot of other YouTubers, JustMel, will showcase these things with a lot more detail and understanding than I have, which is really lovely. And the best part is then I understand them way better too. Because I just watch their video and go, oh yeah, now I get it, thank you. Look at him taking the damage in the red. I love it. I love it. It's so fun. Darn it. It's a fun loadout.
Atrocitus probably ran off to hang out with his new pal, the matron. Doesn't matter. We'll find him and her and deal with them both.
That was beautiful. I'm frozen again. To be frozen again. To be... Okay, no. No copyright striking on here. I'm going to be singing all day, aren't I? All right, let's head out. I will also play through the alert from this event for Kaznia, just in case you guys also need that for your progression on the tab, and then we will be done with everything today, you know? Let's do that through the event tab. So if anyone's wondering what I mean, we're going to do the patrol alert, since we are in a nice round group of 4, or square group of 4, I don't know. So that if people do need to get the progression, they can, which is good. Abby Sue said hieroglyphics. That's the skin you got. See, I really want that one. It looks so cool. The tats are beautiful, you know? Abby Sue said, but I'm still trying to get the Spellbound skin. Yes, me too. Since the capsule came out, I've been opening them, trying to get the last collection. Yeah, I think I am missing 2 collections, actually, for the character that I wanted on. So I need to get that as well. But one of the collections I can probably just buy. It's only that last one that's really, really hard. I also want to get the skin from Mogo, I believe. The tattooed skin that we can get from there. I think that one looks really cool too. So I need them. The tattooed skins are great. I like them a lot, obviously. I keep gushing about them. But I will say Sanguine was my favorite, so I'm really glad that I have that now. Mainly because of the way that it does the eyes. The whites of the eyes get blacked out, and then the irises become really, really bright. It's very cool.
Check it out. A portal to the battle, courtesy of John Constantine.
Yay!
Let's go.
Let's do it! Have I got a healer with me? Yes, good. Okay, so we've got 1 damage and 1 healer at each of the obelisks. That's exactly what we need. Perfect.
You'll have to die before you can join us.
No! Or yes, whatever. On the bright side, if I don't die, then I don't have to join you and everything will be well. All will be well. As Esperanza would tell us. At nauseam, multiple times. Awesome! Darn it. Voivode, I don't know. I don't know how to feel. When we play this particular episode, I don't like her again. But as it goes through and she becomes, like, less irritating and more funny, I enjoy that. So I don't know how to feel about Voivode. I think I will play through, though. I'm going to play through the initial narrative again after it having happened a year ago now. I'm going to play through it again and see how I feel about Voivode, because I do think there was a lot of things that they probably should not have done. Like, the continuous going back to the pub, I understand why they're trying to time sync everything, but there's other ways to do it, other locations to go, and a lot of the go back to the pub and talk to this person, go back out again things seemed like something that should have been communicator. You know, we just chat with them on a communicator and go to the next part of the progression. Also, the fact that a child is sitting inside of a pub, I found really, really bizarre. Especially because it seems like it's nighttime or after hours as well. That one was weird. And the way that they had Voivode not really care about the death of Jack, I found really odd too, because I think that was supposed to be quite a poignant moment, something that drove Voivode's potential anger, and then her recklessness in going and trying to approach Reckoning all by herself. So that I found kind of weird. Oh, is North Hill need help? I might attack these. If North Hill stays on the red, I will head over and give them a hand, because they've been on red for a little bit. I will be back, Mara! I promise! I shall return! But it looks like they're stuck on red, so we might need just a little bit of damage output over there. I went too far. I thought it was directly across, but it's not. It's to the side. I can leap! Okay, let's get this one down. Okay. Have you got a big dude? Maybe that's what's happening here. Nope, I don't see any big dude. I think we're okay. Alright, we're good, we're good. I'll head back to Mera, I think. I'll just wait till this goes past midpoint. There we go. Alright. Was Mera on it? Mera is on it! Kicking all the butts. Very nice. Because I think both of our obelisks have to be blue for a period of time, don't they? In order for us to get the stupid escort mission that I don't like at all. Pretty sure. But if they get a dead winter over on the other obelisk, it's faster if I can jump across and give them a hand. Because we do only have 2 damages and 1 healer. Mind you, I think Mera might be a battle healer. Because she's getting nice damage output there, which is good. I can see they're getting hit again. Let's go across. I forget that it's around the outside and not like opposite. I mean, I should have read it, right? North and west. Clearly that's not opposite one another. I know how that works, but apparently I didn't think about it. And we're back. Beautiful. North under attack by a large horde. Okay, I'm gonna go help back to north. Why is north copying all the large hordes? I am going. I'm already here. We've got this. Calm your farm. Take all of the damage. I think it's funny how often I forget to utilize the items that I have in my belt, particularly when I'm not against a boss, just because they will reset. Like, they will come back for me just fine by the time that we get up to Faust. So it's like, why do I do that? I don't know. Oh, wait. They've got another horde. Wait. There's more! Oh, I thought they were down. I don't know why.
We will stop.
Maybe they were down and more respawned. I'm not sure, but I thought they were down. Oh, no! West Hill getting attacked. Let's go, let's go. I still have Superman coming out to help. I miss Zod. His damage is so nice. Beautiful. Hang on, can we quickly swap him? Are we technically in combat? I don't know. Where's my Zod? There he is.
Begone, pawn of order.
Yay! It worked! It worked! Zod's back. Okay, cool. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I just realized I've been talking so much over the top of background chatter from the NPCs. I hope it sounds okay. It's probably going to sound bad when it gets to YouTube. Oh, well. Sounds okay now, though, right? Right? I sound fine. I don't know. We're under attack. Okay. We are ready. Let's knock them on their butts.
Pathetic
Bring out my
fool.
zombies.
There's
Yay!
no way
Oh,
you'll
my
get
zombies
past
barely got
my
to do
shield.
anything.
None.
You're wrong, old man. We're gonna take that shield down.
Yeah.
Saved us today. Let us return the favor.
Okay.
We will reclaim our energy from the wizard's shield to weaken.
Stop talking and give us an escort mission that sucks.
As we make our way to the shield.
Oh my goodness.
do the rest.
Keep the obelisks purified. The ghosts can't come out of them otherwise.
Why does it seem like it's taking so long on this one? Did it take this long last time? Okay, here we go.
I will be ready.
That took forever. Oh. Come on, little avenging spirit. Get up to Faust's big dome of weird orange? Red magic. There we go. It's also really weird having, like, none of my loadouts make any sound at all. It's so quiet. But this will be good. At least everyone who is in the group will get their progression for that tab, which is nice. Especially if you hate playing Kaznia. It'll be done.
It's working. The shield is weaker.
Where am I going? This way. Hi, Mara! I have a Mara character also. But she looks much more like the style that they have in-game specifically for Mara, which I know is the easy way to go. And doesn't look at all like the old style, which the old style is really nice. If you don't mind, you know, the panties look. I think actually when we were playing Valentine's Day, they make reference to it as well.
We're gonna need more
Yeah.
Don't stop now.
Petulant child! I'll decorate my throne with your skull.
Oh, gross. I think every time I play Valentine's Day and we go through the open world mission, Sea of Love missions with Mera and Aquaman, every time it feels like I'm getting a diary, like, note, like when people write in the diary, something a little more private than something I should be reading, so it always feels a little strange.
Or you'll be joining.
Undead apparently is laughing. Are you laughing at me? That's understandable. Most people do. There we go. Alright, I'm looking forward to using the ability against Faust now too. I will say it looks a little weird to me, the image of it. Did we lose our Avenging Spirit? We did. Hang on. Come here, Avenging Spirit. It looks a little bit like someone with a really badly bloodshot eye. I don't like the picture for it. Undead said both. Excellent! Go for it. As long as you're having a good time, then I'm happy. Come on, go faster. I can't believe we just left her behind. What were we thinking? We had work to do. We were very busy. You know, let's go and try and get our obelisk back.
A little bit more. The shield is buckling.
Yay! We have bucklinged the
Kill them all.
shield.
The shield must not fall.
I think the shield should definitely fall, in my opinion. And my opinion is clearly the one that matters, because this is my live stream. Okay? Oh, we got enemies come. Oh no, the enemies are from over there. That's fine. Oh, one more spirit. Let's go. Come on, Avenging Spirit. Let us walk. I do think if you are, I believe it's the North Hill, so the hill that the other guys are on. If you are on North Hill, please keep in mind that one has a longer path to follow the Avenging Spirit. So just in case anyone plays with other people and you notice that North Hill is always going that little bit slower getting their Avenging Spirits to the shield, it's not their fault. They have a longer path to take them through. I think that's kind of silly that they've got it like that, but it's, you know, it's just facts. That's the way they've got it, so that's what happens. And I didn't really notice it until my best friend and I got split up. And we played through this a bunch of times in a row. Every time one of us got North Hill, that was moving slower, and then we had to look at the path and realized. So, yeah.
Shield is down. We did it.
Yay! It doesn't look down because I haven't landed on top of Faust's head yet, but that's what I would like to happen. I feel like I've lined up okay. We're gonna try. I've only ever landed on his head properly once. Yes! We got him! Oh, finally. The last time I think it happened was a multi-stream, so no one saw it. Oh, thank you. Undead said your positivity is intoxicating. Thank you.
Tried and failed.
Oh, we're not going to fail now, though. Oh, apparently I'm stuck in the tree. Great. Super speed is great for Kaznia. It's so not. Anyone who plays super speed will know the pains of running through Kaznia. The trees will catch your character every time, and if you try to leap over the trees, your head will hit the interior of the ceiling, and you drop straight back down. And then get, like, turned around the wrong way. It's very annoying. But Kaznia is beautiful, I will say. I am hopeful, I don't want to have too much hope, but a little bit of hope that the next episode is going to be something where we get a different environment from Mogo, at least, and hopefully something new compared to what they've created, because honestly, they do make really beautiful open worlds, but I will say, what we've seen of their open worlds has mostly been open nature, with a little bit of city. I'm curious to see if they do something where we've got a lot more built-up area. I would love to see that from them, because I think they do such a good job with the open world aesthetics. It's very nice to see. Yeah, and hopefully also if they start doing that, maybe we'll get a bit more furniture for people. I know that there's a lot of base builders who are a little bit upset about the quantity slash quality of the base items we get at the moment, because a lot of them are repeats of themselves, like the carpet we got for Valentine's, like the plants that we've received, they're a lot of the same, which are useful, but you know, the less variety, the less adaptations you can make to your bases when you're trying to build them, so.
Rat got away.
Yay! Hopefully everybody else got their daily progression just then.
You will face justice.
Beautiful! And, yay, stats. Oh, beautiful damage. Who's the beautiful damage there? Enchant and create a beautiful damage output there. Let's head out. Okay, I think that is everything. It's more than everything that we needed to do, honestly. But, yeah, I do like the ability, guys. But I say that, I like most of the abilities they give us. It's whether or not it's something I will put into my main rotation. And I don't know. I don't know, because honestly, the Blue Lantern, at the moment, I don't have all of the abilities on my Xbox that I want in here. So I think you guys who've watched me on YouTube are fully aware that that Blue Lantern ability I have in there will swap out for the Pew Pew, because the Pew Pew one gives me supercharged generation. And also, I currently have Flashpoint AoE in, which I love, but I do really, really enjoy the White Lantern AoE ability more so. So most likely those two will swap out. And that means I don't know really where this new one would fit in there, or if I want to add it in and remove one of those abilities that I'm using, because it is quite nice. But I love the pizza. I don't want to sacrifice anything that is supercharged generating. So my Blue Lantern ability that I will have in and this one here will stay, because I'm using my superchargers far, far more often now that I have 2 trays than what I was doing previously. So I probably will use this ability, but it may not be on my main build, because I'm pretty happy with what I've already got. It does function nicely, though, as long as you build up beforehand to use it, and if you see the difference when you are using it against something with a much, much larger life bar, it's fun. It is fun to use. I quite like it. Anyway, I think that is everything that we needed to do, guys, and I'm starting to get hungry, because it's what? It's 11:30 now. I think I started streaming at like 7 a.m. or something crazy, so I am getting a little bit hungry, so we will leave it here. I will say thank you to everyone who joined me in-game. It's lovely, especially on Xbox, where there's a lot less players. It's always lovely to find other people who are wanting to play. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who came across to my Twitch stream from YouTube. And anyone who has joined me on Twitch separately from YouTube, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. And also to everybody who is going to watch this later on my YouTube channel, I really appreciate that people do that. It did surprise me at the start because for me, live streaming is all about the interaction with you guys and the chats that we have, and I love that. And I didn't realize so many people were going to watch it back and enjoy it that way too, so that's really lovely. So thank you to everybody who has done that, and also thank you to my mum for always joining me and supporting me in all my YouTube stuff. I think it's really cool that she joins me, and also that she kind of likes playing now. Right? She's becoming a gamer. I mean, she was a gamer, but she was a tablet gamer. She's now gone across to console. So thank you so much to my mum. I love that. So, oh, hang on. We've got goodbyes in the chat. Thank you, everyone. Tiny Lilith, Abby Sue, Undead, all saying goodbye. And the purple hearts, Abby Sue. Very appropriate. Guys, you are all so awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. And I don't know, you guys kind of make my day. I know I kind of say that frequently, but it's just true. And I want you guys to know that because you're awesome. You're all really awesome. So, just like I always say, guys, please have a good one. And drive safe.